A Course in Miracles, Lesson 149. We are reminded once again of the central thought that anchors every healing idea in this course. My mind holds only what I think with God. And if that is true, if my mind holds only what I think with God, then every thought of pain, of judgment, of guilt, of sickness, of loss has no real source. It was made up. It was projected from a mind that thought it could invent without its creator. But what I think with God has no opposite. And what has no opposite cannot be threatened. We begin our review with Lesson 137. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Not just because others see me differently or because I become a better version of myself, but because healing happens in the one mind. There is no private healing. There is no personal miracle. When I am healed, I become a broadcast tower for sanity. Not because I speak louder, but because my thoughts no longer contradict peace. When I forgive, the entire mind gets lighter, even if they don't know why. Like a song playing across a frequency they didn't know they could tune into. Healing is not mine alone, because I was never alone. And sickness is not of the body. It is the belief that I could be separate. But the moment I let go of that belief, the separation begins to unravel at every level. Not just in me, in all. Now we review Lesson 138. Heaven is the decision I must make. Not tomorrow. Not once the pain stops. Not after someone apologizes. Now. Heaven waits for no circumstance. It waits only for willingness. To decide means to cut off every other option. It means to stop making room for fear even in the back seat. It means I no longer let guilt stay as a houseguest, even for a night. Heaven is peace. It is not something I earn. It is something I remember. It's the place where nothing needs to be explained, where no role has to be performed, where love is no longer confused with sacrifice. Heaven is not a location, it is a recognition. And it is the one thing I must choose. No one can make this decision for me, and postponing it has never brought joy. So what happens when I forget that my mind holds only what I think with God? I try to think with fear, with ego, with identity. I think of sickness and call it mine. I think of punishment and call it justice. I think of defense and call it wisdom. But none of those thoughts were ever shared by God. So none of them are real. And none of them can bring me peace. When I remember the truth, when I remember this single thought, everything changes. My mind holds only what I think with God. It holds only love, only light, only peace, and nothing else was ever truly there.